Recreation Board regular meeting on Wednesday, July 10th in the session. Everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heman, you want to read the mission statement?
Yeah, sure. Lotusport Parks and Recreation Department is committed to building a vibrant and healthy community for future generations through accessible recreational facilities and programs that promote physical health, social engagement, conservation, and cultural appreciation.
Thank you. A reminder, all visitors, please sign in with your names and addresses at the podium. You all had a chance to look at the minutes from our June 12th meeting and our special meeting on June the 26th. Is there any changes or adjustments that need to be made to those minutes? With there being none, then we will move forward.
Chris says it's not showing on the computer.
It says it's streaming.
We have new business ahead of old business. Is that the way you want to?
Yeah, just so,
Okay.
let me introduce Joe Brewer. Come on up.
Are we doing this just so Joe can get out early?
Yeah,
Well,
so we
then
didn't
I
have
don't
to
know
hang
why we're
out.
doing that.
He was here early. He was here early.
Okay, all right, all right,
The biggest topic of the conversation, so.
all right, Joe. What can we do for you, sir?
The Roosters are requesting to use the, I guess, new urban park, if it's still going to be called that,
What it's gonna be called yet.
for a Oktoberfest, September 7th. And I put the request in with Jan, and you did get the layout that I sent?
Yes, and they all have a copy of that, so.
We had a meeting with Jan and Kevin Monday morning and kind of went over everything, and we're just wanted to request to use that area down there.
You are gonna close up Melbourne Avenue then, huh?
We are closing Melbourne just kind of between the depot.
Okay.
We don't know, the Elks are doing the food, and they are talking, I guess they have some bicycles that they purchased for something, but never, I don't know if it got rained out or didn't happen, and they're talking about maybe doing some type of like a big wheel race or something down there to give away those bicycles. So that's kind of not a definite yet, but is what we're talking about.
Okay.
I have a question. Are you going to be closing off the entire park area with fencing for alcohol, or is it just alcohol in the beer garden spot?
We are planning on using, the Dora and buying these stickers to put on the cups. And then we won't need to fence off the area. We'll just have to have area roped off in front of where we're serving the alcohol to, and we'll check IDs before they go into that area. And then they can go anywhere with the door. They can pretty much go anywhere downtown with if they have a sticker on that cup.
And that's basically what you've done with the Taste of Cass County in the past too, right?
No, not the Dora.
Okay.
Dora's brand new, and
Yeah.
it is something that we will have to address when the transfer of the property becomes the parks, which is probably next month. So,
Awesome.
and we probably need, since theirs is the first event, we need to have that all designated as a DORA area, so.
Okay.
So we'll get to that next month.
Okay.
Yeah. As
All
far as the map that we got from Logan's Landing, that area is considered in the Dora area.
And so is Little Turtle Waterway.
Yeah.
Both of those areas are.
All right. Okay. Any other questions?
That one of the things they're asking for is a partnership with us,
Right.
because they would appreciate our help with the stage, which is their, that'll be the usual space for the stage. You can see that in the diagram to the west of everything. That'll be our usual spot for the stage for everything that's happening that way. But anyway, they want our assistance with the stage, and so that's part of the reason we're going to partner with them. I think if they have any profits at all from the beer sales or any, because it's
Yeah.
a free event to come to, right?
Yes, yes.
So the beer sales are really going to be the biggest
Yeah,
funding mechanism for this. So if there's anything to share in profit-wise, they're going to share it with us, so
Okay.
donate some of it to us. So
Okay. All right.
that's a big yes, apparently,
Well,
for the first event, yeah.
well, it's just a wait and see how
Yeah.
it works out. Any other questions? Okay, so do I have a motion to accept Rooster's request to use the Urban Park, as it is called right now, on September 7th for their Oktoberfest?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's passed. There you go, Joe.
all right, thank you.
Joe,
Yep.
appreciate you coming
Yep.
out.
Appreciate you.
Yep, have a good night.
Yep, you too. Okay, old business.
So, we've been working on this MOU with the school corporation, and Mike, I finally got a chance to talk to Brad the other night, and he was gonna try to get Brad Rosie to get whatever else the school corporation wants on it, but he thought he'd try to get it tonight, but he did not. But he did ask me to make sure that our insurance company was okay with it. They are, and they even sent me a certificate of insurance that has the school corporation on that, so we'll just take care of it in August, and hopefully everything's all squared away by that time. So, and then at that point, we'll get that amount paid that we're gonna do for that. Is that what you understand, Mike?
I agree.
Okay, so I guess it's still tabled.
Okay. Are they getting anywhere with that up there, Mike?
Oh, yeah, they've already got the asphalt all laid down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
And they
that,
got
but-
all the new fence posts are up, so I mean, the last thing they're gonna do is, before they put all the fencing up, to come in and do the main painting and stuff like that, but they're not at that point yet, but they've got a really good start on the whole facility. It looks really nice, because everything's all leveled out again, it's all fresh, and so it's
Yeah,
really nice.
it looks really nice. I was just wondering if they're gonna have it ready for the upcoming tennis season.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No, it's supposed to, I know it's supposed to be ready before school starts, so.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, okay. All right, moving on, Park Board Resolution 2024-06, lease purchase agreement with DLL Financial Solutions. Jan?
This is something, this is kind of it's not a new corporation. They've been doing lots of business in lots of other places. And it's to help us even out our costs. And so we're trying to get a new fairway mower and a utility vehicle and hopefully a new sprayer for the golf course. But we don't have that at this time. So what we're doing is we're entering into a local government lease purchase agreement with DLL Public Finance Solutions Partnership so that we can have a 5-year loan to smooth, even out those payments or even out the cost of that, doing that over the course of 5 years. Right now, without the sprayer, it's going to be annual payment of $23,666.66. For the total right now is $105,176.82. This is not the complete language of the agreement. The agreement will have more that the Board of Works will have to review and sign. So this is giving us the go-ahead to begin the process of getting that agreement done. So. What kind of questions do you have?
Yep, questions? None?
No.
Mike, any questions?
No questions.
Okay. With that being said, then, do I have a motion to accept Parks Board Resolution 2024-06, a resolution of the Logansport Parks and Recreation Board agreeing to a lease purchase agreement with DLL Financial Solutions and Partnerships?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? Has passed. Okay, so before we get into the Administrator's Management Report, update on the two proposals for the new clubhouse. We had a meeting yesterday with the Parks Board Golf Course Committee. Sam was unable to attend, with Dean and Kyle, Dave Morris, and Deputy Mayor Jacob Pomisol, and I don't remember the other two gentlemen that were.
The gentleman, one of them was from Baker Tilly, who's the financing arm of, or helping us figure out the financing, and then Ice Miller is helping us, Steve Morgan from Ice Miller is helping us figure out the legalities of whatever we do. So, so we had a pretty good attendance of that
so-
meeting yesterday.
So what we did was we went through the point system that we had to follow to select who was going to build the clubhouse. And after the point system was done and a lot of discussion, it will be Shepler Construction. We have to get a letter of recommendation sent to the Parks Board, which, having our meeting yesterday, was unable to be ready for tonight's meeting. So we're going to have another special meeting this month to go over this letter of recommendation of having Shepler Construction do the construction work on the new clubhouse so we can get our part of the ball moving to the Board of Works and then to the Finance Committee of the City Council and the City Council. So that's where we are. We will have to have another special meeting over that this month, unfortunately, but we can't wait till next month's regular meeting to do this. We need to get started on it now. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on where we were with that. So, questions? Yep.
Come up to the mic. I know, but we gotta do it that way.
I'm just, my name is Susie Walmsley. I live at 1616 High Street. You should do a drive-by. Anyway, my question is, what is a letter of recommendation that you're looking for, that you need in order for this to move forward?
Well, I'll write it on behalf of the committee that met with information about why we selected Shepler, all the different factors that were different, that made us make the decision that we did. And that letter of recommendation comes to the Parks Board, and then they can, once they've voted on it, then we can move forward with getting the financing figured out with Baker Tilly, And then from there, then we can get the BOT agreement. And at the same time, we're doing our negotiations with Shepler on any little details that have to be worked out yet. And then hopefully the BOT agreement is signed, hopefully early September. So then, we can hit the ground running in October.
Okay, so it's just a letter you have to draft? Okay.
Yep.
And I just,
It was,
you can't believe how busy it's been today.
No, I'm not
It
saying
was-
you should have it done since yesterday. I just thought maybe it needed to come from someone else.
it basically was to just dot all of our i's and cross all of our t's, so.
Okay.
Mercedes Rue, 1315 East Market Street. I saw a preliminary rendering of this building at a planning meeting. Is that as far as you've gotten now, or? Okay,
Well, Shepler submitted a preliminary conceptual drawing that was pretty close to what we've already discussed, that we can, things that we want to see in it. So, yeah, that's what they were able to do for us.
okay. Will there be any more public review of how it will look?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess we get, because it's, right now it's in a confidential stage.
Yeah.
That we really, I don't know how to explain it. It has to do with it's their property at this point. I mean, the design is their property, and until we get into real legal discussions, it doesn't become public until we get that point, so.
Okay,
But we'll start having it out for people to see, so,
super.
yeah.
Yep,
Thanks.
You
you're
bet.
welcome.
You bet.
Okay, Administrator's Management Report.
So before I do that, I have some transfer requests. Mike, I'm sorry I didn't get this to you ahead of time. You know what, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
I'm fine.
Where you at? Oh, here, okay. There you go. Don't you love that? You could do that. We had already, at one point, we needed some funding for, at one point, something, so we have no seminar money for our staff to attend, both the IPRA conference this fall, and then also to send somebody to certified playground safety inspector school also this fall. So what we needed was $3,000 to do those things. And so that's what the seminar money is for. So we're moving money that we had left over from heavy equipment and mower, the mower that we purchased, into the IPRA, or into the seminar funds, seminars and training. And then we think the master plan printing will require $2,500. Probably, I haven't got the final figure yet, but it's at, right now, I'm figuring no more than $75 a copy. 30 copies is what I'm hoping to do, so. It's 500 pages, so you gotta, that's.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So, another $2,500. We want to do another load of playground safety servicing for Live United Day here in September. So Melbourne Park needs it, the Fairview Playground needs it, and so does Riverside Park. We've already put down 2 loads, one at Bishop Park and one at Spencer Park on the South Playground, which has improved both of those playgrounds immensely. But they're $2,500 for each truckload. It's like 100 cubic yards is what it is. and it costs $2,500 to do that, so. And that's probably one of our most important things that we do to keep our playgrounds in safe
Right.
condition, so, we have to do that. And then our sanitation and custodial budget is running very low, already this season. I think if you've used any of our restrooms this year, you'll notice how great they look all the time. And everybody is really paying a lot of attention to our restrooms. It's obvious with our sanitation budget, it's running close this year. So this extra $1,500 hopefully will get us through the rest of the year. So I think we have about $400 now, so that should take care of us.
Okay.
And all these go to the city council for their approval before they're ours, or before we can make those changes, so.
Any questions on that? If there's no questions, do I have a motion to accept the transfer of appropriations?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Okay, then the management report. I'm going to make everybody's reports tonight for brevity, and I will try to be brief. I don't need to say anything about the clubhouse because you already heard that. We did get change orders ready for replacing the fascia and doing the electric work on the lower shelter at Spencer Park, so that's going to be moving forward, hopefully. All the shelters at Spencer and Bishop are completed, all the new ones, and they look awesome, all of them do. The urban park still has to be, lamp posts and electric pedestals will be put in by the Logansport Utilities during July and early August. And then planning for the historical displays is being completed, and I think they're hoping to start working on that here in the next week or two. So the Dykeman Pavilion the new restroom there at Dykeman is about 50% complete, and the actual structure is up, so we'll start working on inside here before too long, I expect. In terms of recreation, we've had some awesome experiences with the pop-up art classes, the Park in a Box, the walking club. I think that we've discovered that Green Guardians was not as successful as we wanted it to be. And the drop-in sports is picking up steam now, but it's taken a while for these things to happen. So we did put Green Guardians on hold for probably till the fall, maybe. We'll maybe try to work with the schools to do that, but we haven't given up on that one. So we did plan the dive-in movie at the pool and held that on the 22nd to see Dolphin Tales. It was free, but only about 40 persons attended. It was kind of disappointing, and it was a hot night too, so I'm not sure what happened there, but we hosted a firefly walk with the Cass County Soil and Water Conservation District, and entomologist Dane Hill was the speaker and I guess the guide that night. So you can see all the things that they've been doing out at the golf course to keep it looking sharp, and it does look sharp. It really does, except for today. I guess they lost a tree and multiple trees. Oh geez. And then we lost multiple trees at Spencer too today. So anyway, but it's really, they've been working really hard at getting stuff going and making it look great. So all the parks really look awesome. I'm very proud of all the work that everybody's been doing. It just looks terrific. The depot area is slowly becoming ours. And so we are mowing the grass and have put the big pots in front of the signal bridge. By the way, if you haven't seen the signal bridge, it's all done, painted. It's complete. It really looks sharp. I was really excited about the green around the letters because it just really pops out and makes the letters look really sharp. So anyway, so that's looking great. And we also have a new drinking fountain at Little Turtle over there on the west end of the plaza. We had auction here this last weekend before last, and we didn't make a lot. I think Dean made about a little over 3,000, and we made a little over 2,000, so, but that just goes to show we got new equipment that we, aren't trading stuff in or getting rid of it, so.
Absolutely.
We did have to repair some broken showers, and those are done. And then Tuesday morning maintenance has begun at Wright Street Bar Park. So every Tuesday morning, it's closed down for people to use it so that we can maintain it. So I took my new dog there last week ago Monday, and was pleasantly surprised that the scooping has been done. Somebody's doing a lot of scooping, because I think I only saw one extra pile there, so I was really pleased with that, so. Just an FYI, the police have moved out of the Penman building, and so, we have a basement with which we can do anything we want to do with.
There you go.
So, we
More room.
did the community stage for the Squeal and the Eel and for France Park and of course for July 4th. And then got it back to the fairgrounds in time for their week of fun. I also provided insight tours of the parks with 3 different council members, Mr. Austin, Howard, and Ms. Zinsmaster. So that was a good thing. And met with Logan's Landing director and the executive director from the Community Foundation about the Christmas tree lighting event. So we are going to do it, something. So.
Awesome.
And then also, Dean, just FYI, we are up 93 season tickets. Dollar rounds were up by 1,400, and daily rounds were up almost 700. And our dollar, the amount that we're up is $21,000 so far this year. So,
Good.
so.
Okay. Awesome. That it?
Yeah, I can shut, I think so. Oh, we have to approve a special officer, do I have some paperwork or something? Okay. Special officers helped us on July the 4th, and we do need you to approve a $250 claim to donate that money to them for their service on July 4th. And that's in we have a resolution that we have done, but you are required each time we do a donation to them to approve that donation.
Do we have a motion to accept the $250 donation to the special officers for July 4th?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right, visitors' comments.
Mercedes Brew again. I just want to let you know that we repaired some grasses around the crane statue, and we'll be handling that.
Thank you.
Craig also talked to me yesterday about removing or replacing all the warm season grasses and wildflowers that are on the east side of the 3rd Street Bridge on that hillside there. They're getting a grant probably from the DNR, it looks like. So hopefully I don't know when that's going to happen. It might be happening. They may have to do a burn here before too long. They have to kill it first and then burn it, and then they'll replant. So.
All right. Any other visitors' comments? Board member comments. Eamon?
No comment.
Jason?
4th of July went really well. I spent a couple hours down there, and it was great. The biggest issue was trying to get people to not shoot fireworks off in the crowd. I mean, it's one thing when it's a couple kids with sparklers, but one kid was literally just walking through the crowd holding one of those things that just shoots stuff, 20 feet in the air.
Right by us.
Yeah, I mean, just right next to us.
Right
And,
next to us.
So that, and then of course designated smoking areas, I don't know that worked, but that's not our fault. I mean, that's just people just not following the rule.
Yeah.
But as far as the activities, I think the layout of the park went well. Having all the vendors on the asphalt trail or the street, I thought that was really good. So it was just a nice job by the staff and the other departments of the city that worked on that.
Mr. McCord?
No comment.
None?
I know, hard to believe.
I wasn't going to say that. I revert back to your comment about the pavilions on the upper pavilions of Spencer Park. I took a group of elementary kids from Landis down to Spencer Park yesterday. It amazed me that they were out playing in the rain, but it wasn't raining that hard, so I guess it was okay. But all the teachers and aides that were on the buses all complimented how nice the new pavilions looked in Spencer Park. So it's always nice to hear those kind of things when you're out. Again, thanks to Jan, Kelly, Kara, Kevin, Kyle, Dean, for all the work you do in making our parks look as nice as they are. So with that being said, at 6:02, we are adjourned.